I'd like to welcome everybody to Monday night. It's Knightline Live, and we're running a little bit early today because we have some kids here that we wanted to get on, and they were gracious enough to come, and they got to be out of here early, so we're going to get it right off the bat. By the way, Knightline Live is brought to you by Astral Industries in Lynn. If you need a job or you're looking for a change of career, just head up Route 27 north. As you get to Lynn, you'll see Astral Industries. And we appreciate their sponsorship. This has been a while. We've had a couple weeks off with vacations and things like that. So here we are. We're back here on this Monday night. And if you're not tuned in, most of you tune in at 7, but we're starting early. You can watch the replay later. All right, so we're going to start out with it's ladies tennis season, and I've got Lauren Lacey and Josie Retz are our senior girls tennis players. Ladies, appreciate you coming tonight.
Thank you.
Lauren, you're a veteran. You've been around here before. We know all about you. So first of all, appreciate you coming. Tell us about tennis and what's going on with the tennis team this year, and how we're going to do, and how we're going to beat Centerville. That's what I really want to know. So you tell us all that good stuff.
So tennis this year, we have a really good group of, we all just gel really well together. And I don't know, it's just a great team atmosphere. It's like a team I'm proud to be a part of.
All right. So you got a new coach this year, Drew. She coached the boys last fall. So is there an adjustment period that you guys have to go through when you get a new coach, or does the coach adjust to you? How does that work?
I'd say there was a little bit of an adjustment period. It's starting to fit more now.
Yeah.
But she was our assistant coach last year, so
Okay.
it's easier that way than it would be.
Okay, so not
Just
an
brand new.
not an unfamiliar person.
Yes.
By the way, folks, this is Josie Retz right here. I want to make sure everybody got to know who she is. So Josie, let me ask you. Let's get a little bit of your background, okay? Because I don't know you. I want to make sure people get to know you. How long have you been playing tennis? And give us a little background here.
I've been playing since 8th grade, so I started when Lauren's parents started coaching it.
Okay.
Our little middle school team. So.
Yeah, we're all familiar with Lauren's parents.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
Her dad, Scott, is likes to be involved. And
Oh, yeah. He's our assistant coach now.
Is he really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. I knew he couldn't stay on the sidelines very long. So, all right, since the 8th grade. So, tell me one thing you like about tennis. What do you like about being on the tennis team? And that type of thing. Tell us a little bit about that.
I'd say my favorite part about being on the tennis team is the girls that I get to play with. So, just made a lot of new friendships over the 5 years of playing tennis, and they get stronger each year. And I like to be able to have that group that I can always lean on.
All right. So you're a senior, and I always ask this to the seniors. Okay. Do you feel a sense of responsibility to bring the younger kids along and leave a legacy? All right, this is the Northeastern tennis team. This is how we do things here. Do you feel that sense of responsibility?
Yes, most of the time. Yeah, I like to encourage them to come and play. So, yeah, we both like to kind of teach them a little bit and encourage them.
All right, Lauren, let me get to you here. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're a senior this year. I remember you when you did some things on our live stream with basketball. You were just a little freshman, you know what I'm saying? Now here you are. I want to ask you, has it gone by quickly as you look back?
I mean, I would say so, but also it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
It's something we all wait for and we're excited for. Today we had a meeting for senior class, and I was just oh my gosh, this is crazy. Thinking of all the senior things that's going on. So I'm glad.
There's a lot right now. You're in the in the back stretch now, or the home stretch, I guess. You have a lot going on. How do you manage it all? As far as you got to keep your grades up still. I mean, you're still in school, okay? You're playing a sport that takes time, and managing all these things like getting ready for college. Maybe you got to get your whatever's going on, preparing for graduation. So, how do you manage all that?
I'm not a good person to ask this. I don't know. I just like I have to talk to my people, and like they help me get through all like just difficult things. Like I don't know, like it might be a small inconvenience for other people, but I think I like overthink something, so
Okay.
I need to talk it out with people and like know how I feel about like whatever has happened.
Well, you've played sports. You're on the golf team.
And I don't think like honestly I like being in season better because I feel like I slack off when I'm not in season.
It's easy to get lazy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
like in the wintertime, like just with school and stuff, like when you're in season you have to be on top of it.
You got to be more focused.
Yeah.
So if anybody's looking to play a sport, you would tell them it does help with your focus with school and trying to focus on,
Yeah.
you know, playing the sport to the best of your ability.
And it's really important to like having like different mindsets. Like you can't be thinking about school when you're in the middle of a match or a game. You just
Right.
can't. And if you are, then you're not playing to your best potential because you're not as focused. You're thinking about, oh, I have this like Spanish homework. You can't be thinking about that.
That darn Spanish homework always gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Josie, let me ask you, as a senior, there's certain emotions that you go through. So, you know, you are coming to the end of your high school career, the end of your time here at Northeastern. What are your emotions as you head into your senior year, and, you know, how do you handle that, basically?
So I'm a little different than
Okay.
a lot of the seniors I've talked to because they're all ready to be done, and
Okay.
I'm gonna miss it. So
Okay.
I've been kind of, I don't know, not dreading graduation, but I've just been still a little sad that it's all ending, especially tennis season. So
Yeah.
I always look forward to tennis season, and knowing it's my last one is just a little sad. But
All
it's
right.
a little bittersweet, I'd say. It is exciting, but
Yeah. Aren't you excited for like senior night?
yeah, I'm
Or
excited for
banners?
those,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So you're graduating. So what do you have plans for after high school? What are your plans?
My plans are to go into the nursing program at
Okay.
Ivy Tech. So they
Okay.
don't let you know if you got in until like later May. So
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know yet, but
right at
I
the very
applied.
end there. I mean,
Yes.
nothing like holding it out there.
Yep. So that's what I'm banking on is the nursing
All
program
right,
there.
and you feel confident about that, or is there a plan B if that doesn't?
I feel confident about
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right, Lauren, what are your plans as you get out of high school and you move on into adult things? So what are your plans here?
I'm going to IU East. I'm playing golf there, but
Okay.
also I'm going to be an elementary school teacher.
Okay, so you like school so much you're gonna come back.
I mean, I'm excited to see it from the teacher perspective.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if you get a job at Northeastern, okay, I'm putting this plug in for you right now, and you don't coach, there's always a spot here for you, okay? So I just want to put that little plug in for you. We kind of miss not having you after that freshman year, and I understand you were busy. You had stuff going on. Well, tell us about the team this year. As far what are our prospects, Lauren? I'm going to start with you. First of all, you're a number one single, right? Okay. So tell us about our prospects. When I think of girls tennis, I think about Centerville because they had a lot of success, and we'd like to knock them off that success. So
Yeah.
tell us what our prospects are.
I would definitely say they're like top of the food chain.
Yeah,
And it's not just us that wants to beat them; it's everybody that wants to beat them.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we just want to all try our best, and what happens happens. Like, we obviously we're gonna be upset about like if we don't beat Centerville,
Right.
but like we play them 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's like
And
there's
they're
always
not,
an opportunity.
They're not the only team.
Yeah,
There are,
you have multiple other teams.
Yeah. So, but you guys did make it to the sectional finals last year, if I remember correctly. So, hey, who knows? Maybe you'll punch the ticket this year. That's what we're looking for here.
Yeah.
You know, we like participating, but winning is great, and there's no. We love to win. All right, Josie, what is your spot on the team? Tell us where you're at.
I'm singles 2, so
Okay.
right under Lauren.
So
there.
we're talking a 1-2 right here,
Yes.
all right? So, and a lot of times, let me ask you, when you're in a match, you expect your ones and your twos. You kind of know what you're going to get out of them. It's those 3, 4, and 5, and the the doubles teams and all that. Is that kind of how it works? Kind of like golf, Golf, you know what you're getting out of your one, and you expect them to be competitive. But it's number 5. How are they going to finish as far as a meet? Is it similar in tennis?
I'd say it's pretty similar, but our number 1 doubles is pretty good.
Okay.
This year.
Okay, so name some names here so we get an idea.
Our number 1 doubles is Olivia Knoll and Alyssa Sheets. So
Okay.
they've had some volleyball experience. I don't know about Alyssa. Is Alyssa had
I know
volleyball?
Liv's a volleyball player.
Yeah, so they're really good at serving because
Okay.
of their volleyball stuff.
Okay.
And so they played our doubles 2 last year.
Okay.
And so they've had that experience and they're doing pretty good as our 1 right now.
Okay.
And then our JV1, Kaylin, what is her last name? Myers.
No, it's singles 3.
Our JV1 moved up to singles 3
And
this
who
year.
is that?
Kaylin Myers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
And she's a volleyball player, if I remember
yeah, so
correctly.
she's doing pretty good too. She's gotten a lot more better, or not
Lot
more
better?
better. She's
Lot
got
better?
a lot of improvement since last year.
Well, ladies, I want to wish you the best. Okay, hopefully we can bring home some hardware this year. It'd be awesome. What a way to go out in your senior year if you can get into that regional. So I want to wish you the best. We'll kind of follow along, see how you do. And, hopefully you do well. That's what we're wishing you to do. Good luck in the future. Good luck at nursing school. Hopefully we'll see you back here in 4 years, Lauren. You can come get a job over here as an elementary. Why education? I'm just curious.
So I'm in a classroom right now. I'm in Miss Johnny's class.
Oh.
I don't know why. It kind of all started. I was a camp counselor for 4-H.
Okay.
And that's kind of where it started. And I've always had a passion for kids.
Okay.
The person that's like a mother hen. I was that person.
Okay.
And it makes sense for me. And I just love kids, and just seeing them grow and learn. Because I've been in the classroom for most of the year, and they've grown so much. It's only kindergarten, but still you could see their growth.
Would you want to coach or do something like that? Is that
I
an
think
interest?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to coach, being a teacher's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This has been Lauren Lacey and Josie Retz. They are, I guess you're the only 2 seniors on the girls tennis team. We'd like to wish you the best. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk track and field. We're going to talk to some of our seniors. This is Knightline, and we're live.
At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
We would love to invite you to Life Spring Students, our youth group at Life Spring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. We have basketball, dodgeball, gaga ball, and other activities for you to enjoy. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. After small group, students are invited to hang out until 9 p.m. when we close. Life Spring Students is a great way to get to know God and meet some new friends. It is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and we would love to invite you. Find out more at lifespring.tv/students.
KOA Exit 151A, registration in the general store. It's a family-owned campground with pull-through parking for RVs or travel trailers with full hookups. Rent a cabin. Relax at one of the fire pits or picnic by the pond. A playground for the kids, or Get in around the golf before dinner. Take a water-soaking hayride. Lay out by the pool, and then take a dip.
Being aligned with the Better Homes and Gardens brand brings with it a unique approach to identifying, marketing, and servicing distinctive homes. We know that your experience while buying and selling your home is as important as the homes being bought and sold. That's why our affiliated agents are passionate about personalizing every part of your real estate experience to ensure that every moment is distinctive.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
Welcome back to Knightline, and we are live. Knightline Live is brought to you by Astral Industries in Lynn. Just go north on 27 and you'll run right into it. If you're looking for a new job or you want to start out a career, that might be a good place for you to check out. All right, we're talking track and field now. I've got a couple of seniors, Zane Snyder and Gunnar Napier. Gentlemen, appreciate you coming.
Yep.
All right, Zane, you're a veteran around here. All right, we had you for football and wrestling, and now here with track and field. First of all, tell us, what are your events in track and field?
Well, I used to run, used to do 300 hurdles, but I figured out that wasn't for me. So
I was going to say, you don't look like a hurdler.
Now I'm just shot and disc. So.
All right. Okay, so those are the kind of, I guess I would call them the weight events. Is that right?
Yeah.
The weight events. What's the attraction for shot put and discus? And
I don't know. I've just done it since I was in middle school, and I was kind of decent at it, so I just continued to do it and got better as I went. So.
all right. So track and field, there's a lot of stuff going on a track team. There's running events.
Mhm.
Like you said, you used to be a hurdler.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's the events like what you do, the discus. Is there a spot? I mean, do you encourage kids to come out if you want to try a sport? Is track and field a good sport to try? I mean,
Oh, it definitely is. I think there's many aspects to it that's beneficial to anybody. There's a lot of newer kids doing it this year. Like there's some throwers that are doing it. They're new to it this year, and I'm fairly positive there's some new runners.
okay.
So
So let me ask you a question. in the shot put, what's a distance, a winning distance that you look to get, and how far away from you of that distance, or are you there? You tell us.
Well, so my personal record, I think, is like 36, or not 36, 34 maybe, 33 and a half,
Okay.
somewhere in there. And like, that's one meet, maybe one meet.
Okay.
But a good distance to have is like 35, 36 feet.
Okay.
So,
And there's a lot of technique that goes into the
Oh,
shot and the discus. Okay, it's not just out there and heaving the thing.
Right.
There's a whole progression of technique that you got to have for discus or discus and shot put.
yeah, for sure.
All right, Gunnar, let's talk to you for a second. How you doing, by the way?
I'm good.
Okay. So you're gonna behave, right, Gunnar? We're all good. I'm just teasing you. All right, tell us what your event is, or events.
I am a sprinter.
Okay, so what does that mean? Sprinter, what are the distances?
Like 100 meters and 200 meters.
Okay, so speed.
Yeah.
Speed is your thing. What attracted you to those events, or was there a spot to be filled? Tell us how you happened to get
Well, I figure I was a pretty fast guy, so I guess sprinting was my thing.
Yeah.
Besides, I'd probably collapse if I did distance.
We're gonna have some distance guys on here after you guys, and we'll talk to them about, because it's totally different, right? Running speed events like the 100 or the 200 versus like I guess the 3200 or whatever those events are. I mean, it's totally different. What you played football also, right?
Yeah.
So you've been here before. We've had you on.
Right.
So what attracted you to the track team, and tell us about that type of thing.
Well, it actually first attracted me in like the middle of middle school,
Okay.
but wasn't able to come on because of COVID,
Yeah.
which I think that was the reason.
Yeah.
I think got into it in 8th grade, and I just stayed there ever since.
Okay. And so you enjoy it.
Yeah.
What do you like most about being on the track team, track and field? That might be nothing. That's okay. So let me ask you, Zane. So you're a senior. You've been very active your whole high school career with sports. All right, that's what I know you from. You're also FFA. You're a farmer. You grew up on a farm. Okay. So what's your plan after high school, and what do you want to do?
Well, so after high school, I committed recently to play football at Wilmington College.
Okay. In Ohio.
Yep,
That's-
Division III in Ohio.
Okay.
I'm going to study ag business, hopefully master in that 4 years, and then possibly agronomy as well. So
Okay.
Double.
Okay. That goes right along with your farming background,
Yep.
right? Okay. A lot of people don't, or at least, okay, I've never lived on a farm. I've never worked on a farm. I'm not a farmer, okay? Just tell you that. But a lot of people, a lot of us guys don't understand the technical side of farming. I mean, you really got to understand
Yeah.
pricing, futures market, and all the,
Mhm.
grains and, weather. Weather's a big
Weather's
thing.
a big thing.
And, we've had a lot of rain. I can't imagine that's been too good for farming at this point.
Not right now. I mean, it's good for the ground,
Yeah.
but it's not good because things are starting to roll as we're getting into planting season.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And when that comes, you get on the tractor and go, or
yeah, I have.
Of course, harvest is right during football season,
Right, so-
and planting is during track and field. So you've been kind of busy, but
In the falls, it's usually practice and come home and run some,
yeah.
help dad out, load a truck, get ready for the next day, and then during the spring, it's go to track, go home, plant. Mainly help Grandpa
Yeah.
load the drill and everything like that. So
Spring and fall are very busy on the farm, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
But you really don't. Do you get a break in the summertime, or
Oh.
there's things to do?
a little bit. There's a lot to do, especially because we do hay still. So
Okay, all right. So you've got to be cutting hay,
yeah,
and doing
there's
that.
there's a lot to do.
Talk about a hard work is haying.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. Gunnar, we were talking a little bit before we went on. Tell us what you want to do after high school.
Oh, I'm gonna be a patient transporter at a hospital.
Okay. And what caught your interest about doing that?
Well, I figured since it was mentioned, it'd be good for like my upper body strength.
Okay.
Since I have quite a bit of it, not to brag or anything.
It's all right. You can brag, man. We're all right with that. I mean, you know, patient transport. Sometimes you got to lift the patients. Is that
Yeah.
correct? All right. I'll stay with you, Gunnar. You're a senior this year. All right. You're coming down to the end of your high school career. What are your thoughts as you head toward graduation and preparing for adulthood? Uh-oh.
No thought.
No thought at all. Zane, how about you? I mean, you've been here, seems like forever, you know? Wasn't that long ago, you were just a little freshman. Now here you are, a big dog on campus, but you're gonna be the small man on campus here. So what are your thoughts as you prepare to go to school, you know, further your football career and that type of thing?
Well, I'm definitely ready for it. I'm ready to go further my education into something that I'm very interested in and going to do for the rest of my life. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what new beginnings.
Yeah, it is a fun time. I mean, you look back at the memories because you guys have had some memories here. I'm assuming you've been here all your life.
Yeah, since kindergarten.
Since kindergarten, so now you're stepping out into a different world, and so it'll be a lot of fun for you. And you too, Gunnar, you're doing something different. So I want to wish you guys both the best, not just in track, but in life. If you get a chance, come on back and see us, and you know, say hello, because we'll probably still be here, you know, for as long as they'll keep us around. So, all right, that has been Zane Snyder and Gunnar Napier, two seniors for the track and field team. When we come back, we'll talk to a couple more seniors on the track and field team. You're watching Knightline, and we are live.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
In this market, finding a home you love and actually closing the deal is a cause for celebration. And it all starts with a competitive edge from First Financial Bank. We'll get you pre-qualified fast so you can get your offer in first. We even offer programs with low down payment options and reduced closing costs. Plus, our friendly local team is always here to help. A bank that's ready to help you find a home and a reason to celebrate, however you choose to. That's First.
Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
I recommend Dr. Johnson all the time over the years. Many people have come to Dr. Johnson for my recommendations. And if people live 50 miles away and they tell us they have this problem and they're going to have an operation, we say, no, go see our chiropractor, Dr. Johnson.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Are you being bugged about your floral needs? The Leaning Lily, 927 South 9th, is a full-service florist with lots of great gift ideas like wind chimes, potted plants, hanging baskets, teddy bears, and much, much more. Convenient delivery available to residential, the hospital, and local funeral homes. The Leaning Lily has bouquets to say, I love you, to weddings to say, I do. The Leaning Lily, we have you covered.
Well, welcome back to Knightline. We're going to continue with track and field. Knightline is brought to you by Astral Industries in Lynn. You just head north on 27 and you can go right into Astral Industries. Go give them a visit. See if there's a spot there for you. Astral Industries in Lynn. And two more seniors here. We're going to go with some runners, some long distance runners. That's Zach Kurikoff and Dalton Justice. Gentlemen, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You guys have both been on this set before, if I believe you have, right, for cross country. So I remember that. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you coming. All right, Zach. Let me ask you, first of all, tell us what your events are.
So my events are the 2 mile, the mile, the 800 meter, and the 4x8.
Okay, you say 2 mile. There is a 2 mile event?
Yeah, that's the 3,200 meter.
Oh, okay.
race.
All right.
Yeah.
And then the 1,600 meter is the,
Yeah.
is the 1 mile event. Okay. All right, so you're also a cross country runner.
Yep.
So there's a lot of cross pollination there,
Yes.
I guess. So, does it translate from cross country is a little different. Does it translate from cross country to the distances on the track?
Mostly yes, endurance wise, but when we get into track, we used to work on more speed work.
Okay.
Because it's a lot shorter distance.
Yeah. So you got to run faster.
Yeah.
And it's on a track, right? It's not out on out in the woods.
So we don't have to worry about the woods or hills or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. What do you like better? Now I'm curious. Do you like running out in the woods at cross country, or would you rather be on a track?
I like cross country better.
Yeah,
it's a lot more fun, the races.
Yeah, I would think it would be. You've experienced. You've been on some teams. If you've been there since a freshman, some successful cross country teams.
Yeah.
Does that translate into track season or?
Yeah, because most of those cross country runners, they were also track runners,
right,
which correlate to each other. So they were mostly successful in both cross country and track, and I was able to learn from them.
Okay, all right. Dalton, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, this is what I'm going to say about Dalton. Okay, I've watched him play basketball for 4 years. And he's probably one of the hardest working guys I've ever seen. So if they all work hard like you, Dalton, we'd have success all the time. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. So now I want to say, when you think of distance runners, you think of the guys that are skinny and small, and you're not. Okay, not that you're bulky. So how do you work that in? How's it work?
So I've been doing distance for a really long time. Like I started doing cross country in 5th grade, mainly just to help for conditioning with basketball, and it's just stuck with me ever since. And in 6th grade, I could do track for the first time, and I figured, why not?
Okay.
And I liked it.
So what's the thing? What's the biggest thing you like about track? And I'm going to throw cross country in there too, because they're kind of similar. So what do you enjoy? If someone was to come up to you, Dalton, and say, should I be on the track team, no matter what their event is? What would you tell them?
I'd tell them there's a lot of opportunities on the track team. You could be a sprinter, you could be a long distance runner, mid distance. You could be a thrower, or you could be a jumper. I mean, it can fit a lot of people.
Yeah. So, how hard do you have to work? All right. What's an average practice look like?
I'd say it depends on the day of the week.
Yeah.
Mondays we have our longer runs. Like today we had an hour and 5-minute run.
Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are workout weeks where we work on speed work or endurance.
Okay. And both things are important for a distance run.
Yes. And then Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are considered recovery days. So we do a short 30 minutes, take it slow, and just let our bodies recover.
Yeah. And you guys do a lot of Saturday meets, right? Is that a typical thing? But you do some during the week. You have some.
I would say the Saturday meets are mostly for cross country.
Okay.
We have a few indoor Saturday meets which have passed by already.
All right, so we're out of that season.
And then we're supposed to have one Saturday outdoor meets this past Saturday, but it got rained out.
Yeah.
And I believe the rest of our season is actually all on weekdays.
Weekdays. So is it hard to, I mean, you're at school all day. The meets probably start at what, 6 o'clock? Or what time do they normally start?
It depends on how far they are.
Yeah.
But usually 5:30 to 6.
Yeah. So is it hard to gear up, because you're going to run 2 mile or distance, right? Is it hard to gear up after being in school all day long?
A little bit, because you got to make sure you're eating right throughout all the day.
Yeah.
You got to make
and we
sure.
know all high school kids just eat healthy all day long.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dalton. Let me ask you this. So you've been involved in a lot. Okay. What are your emotions as you're going to be this is it. 2 months you guys are graduating. So tell me your emotions as you head on down the lane here and you graduate here in less than 2 months. So tell me what your emotions as you finish out your year here at this season of life. What are your thoughts and emotions as you head down that road?
Well, it's kind of weird thinking about that next year I'm not going to be going here. But like in some aspects I want to not go, and others I just want to go because I can make money after school. So
it's nice to have $1 in your pocket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're playing sports all the time. It's tough to go out and have a job, right? Or I don't know if you guys work or anything like that, but it's not like you're working a full-time job or anything like that. So tell us, you got plans for after high school.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, you got a skill you could learn in high school. What is that skill you told me about?
I learn welding. I go to Winchester every day for welding, and they show you so much. And there's a Hobart instructor there. He went to Hobart, and he knows what he's doing. He knows everything pretty much about welding.
So when you leave high school and you've been in welding classes, could you go out and get a job welding? Do you know? Is that enough for you to be hired on somewhere as a welder?
Yes, that's what he tries to do. He tries to get you set up right out of high school, so that way you can be making some more money compared to someone who just started.
Right.
You already have all that training.
Okay. Do you get certifications or anything like that? Are there in welding? Do they have certifications, or is there a system like that?
I think there is.
Yeah, I don't know. What are your plans for after high school? You have plans that you're going to do something. Tell us what those are.
I'd like to do HVAC after high school. I'm going to go up to University of Northwestern Ohio in Lima, and it's a really good trade school. They have a really good reputation for about anything there.
All right. So, Zach, let me ask you. Let me ask you a personal question. What is one thing you're going to miss about being in high school?
Probably the environment. It's a small environment, especially
This is a small school.
Yeah, especially our school, and being able to see everyone every day, know everybody by name, be close to everyone, and have those relationships is going to be. I'm going to miss it.
Yeah. So what are your plans after high school?
After high school, I plan to go to Franklin College for to major in finance and accounting.
Okay.
And
what do you think you want to do with that?
I would like to either work in an accounting firm and help businesses with their business decisions and money decisions,
okay,
or be a personal financial advisor for people.
Okay.
People give me their money and I help them invest it or what.
Really? Okay, so that's what I do. Okay, that's what I've done for 38 years. It's a tough time in the market. If anybody's got any money invested, they'd understand these last few days have been rough.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see the other side of that. We always do. All right. So that's kind of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going where now again? You already said that.
I'm going to Franklin College.
Okay, so how big of, any idea how big Franklin is?
It's not a huge campus.
Yeah.
But it's probably like your average college.
Yeah. What attracted you to Franklin?
Well, obviously scholarships.
Okay. They're gonna give you some money, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. That's okay to say that.
And then another reason is in their accounting programs and stuff, they require you to do an internship.
Okay.
And since it's 5 minutes from downtown Indy, there's a lot of opportunities in there to do an internship. And once I get off high school, that sets me up for a possible job.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to learn more in your internship than 4 years of college is going to tell you, because you learn by doing. Okay? Yeah. And so, anyways. Well, gentlemen, we're going to miss you. Appreciate you guys coming on. I want to wish you both the best, not just in track season, but beyond. Hopefully you get to fulfill all your dreams, and someday you're going to look back at this and say, boy, this was the best time of my life. But you guys will move on, and we really appreciate you coming on tonight. All right, that's been Zach Kirikoff and Dalton Justice. They are distance runners on the track team. We'll be back here in just a minute after these messages. We're going to take a little bit of a different track, and you're watching Knightline, and we're live.
Martin's Country Mart, US 27, Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle, maybe a fountain drink. At Martin's Country Mart, we also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu, covering lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City.
Your school helps shape the person you become, opening your mind to new ideas and belonging to a community. Whether it's earning an advanced degree, joining the FFA, pushing your health and wellness, playing in the band, or playing on the field. It's a safe place where everyone knows your name, and a kid can be a kid. The halls of today filled with the leaders of tomorrow. Northeastern.
You've had a hard day at work, and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits! The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scaretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scaretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scaretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith McQuiston Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called time out because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, here's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app for curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries of Lynn. And we appreciate those seniors coming on here from the track team and the tennis team. And for those of you who have watched Knightline for a while, you understand that these are some of the things we try to do. We've been doing a lot of different live streams going on. Recently, we had a live stream of an academic celebration. I put together a little clip for that here. So, Josh, let's go to that clip and see what that looked like. Oh, welcome back to Knightline, brought to you by Astral Industries of Lynn. And what you saw was just an example of some of the things that we've been doing. I actually started with graduation, I believe, 2 years ago, but we'd like to do more things like choir and band, which we did that on the live stream, and we've also got another choir concert, or maybe a couple more concerts here coming up in the spring. So getting an opportunity to do things with our live stream and bring that to you if you can't make it to the event. So speaking of events, baseball starts tomorrow. I'd like to see you at the field. Burris comes to town at 5:30. That'll be the night's opener. I believe the lady softballers, they are on the road tonight. They're at Wapahani. I didn't see where that game got called or anything. The guys, the baseballers, they were supposed to be at Shenandoah, but that game got moved to Friday night. So their opener will be tomorrow night. Come on out to the field, dress warmly. It's supposed to be cold, but we'll have that here on the Knights Broadcasting Network tomorrow night on around 5:30. The Burris Owls will be in town. So we're going to wrap it up a little bit early here tonight. So that's going to do it from here for my executive producer. That's Josh Singleton. We appreciate all he does. I'd like to thank the young kids that were here, the tennis ladies and the track and field athletes. I appreciate them coming on. As we tried to highlight the things that they have going on. So for our whole crew, Jerry couldn't be here tonight, but we'll be back in 2 weeks, as next week we have softball. That'll be our first softball game, will be on next Monday night. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with our next Nightline.